My own problem is she said somebody fought with the husband. The somebody that fought with the husband was to come to the house this following day. We never told him that the fight you people fought yesterday has resulted to something, or has resulted to an injury in my husband's hand. Therefore, we have a serious problem in the house. Can you please come over to see the result of the fight between you and my husband yesterday? Instead, when the supposed guy phoned or called her, she said he shouldn't come now.
Yeah, of course. What does he want to come and do in my house when she just fought with my husband? He was reasoning.
But did she in any way accuse the guy the following day? Because as human being, you have to call and accuse him that see the result of the fight. You people fought yesterday. Can you see what happened? I have to call people, or I have to call the nurse to come and treat my husband. I've severally warned you people of this kind of fight. Please don't kill my husband for me. At least that should have been the line, the action that we should have taken. Because as a result of the fight, there is an injury, and automatically the person that they fought together should know what he has caused. Or what do you think I'm saying?
So what do you expect?
Am I on the line?
As a wife, her husband was injured, and then she was busy taking care of her husband, and she knowingly that if her husband or if Primeboy should have come to the house and then see Mohbad, or Mohbad you might actually fail because he's still angry, he's still mad at him at that period of time.
It doesn't matter if
Primeboy not to show up.
If Primeboy is not coming in, at least on the call, on the phone, she can even say something. She can refer to the situation that happened. That, excuse me, what you did yesterday was not favorable to my husband. My husband is injured. I cannot allow you to come to the house again. Do not ever come to our house again. That one will be established. That at least she said something to Primeboy as regards the fight that took place the other day. So why that one was not established? Am I talking?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Yeah, you're actually fasting. When you see me keep quiet like that, yeah, you make it.
So it is so wrong of her not to have done that. Even if she's not going to allow Primeboy into their building or in their house again, at least she should be able to refer to what happened. Let Primeboy know the result of what they had done, or what the fight, the consistent fight between the guy and the husband. The result is not too good, so they should stop it. And henceforth, Primeboy should desist from coming to their house. But did she ever make mention of anything about that? No.
Primeboy only told her that he was coming to come and pick his bag, and because of she was busy with her husband, taking care of her husband, she told Primeboy not to come yet.
No matter what, that annoyance that Primeboy is the cause of what she's doing in the house, being busy taking care of the husband, she should have, diverted the aggression to the Primeboy, that you are the cause of all this problem. Stop calling my husband, stop calling me. I'm so busy now in the house with my husband, treating her with the effect of what you did yesterday. Will you stop it? At least Primeboy will be able to be, with that one, maybe a voice note or a test. That one would have established that really Primeboy fought with the husband. More so, there wasn't any video evidence of their fight. Nobody was able to bring out any video evidence of Mohbad and Primeboy fighting, which is so it is not about, how do I put it? It is not the kind of thing that, what is the name? CY, is it Wunmi?
Yes, CY is Wunmi.
Wunmi does videos every time. That is what she does. You cannot expect her not to bring out a video where Mohbad and Primeboy was fighting. At least that should have been an evidence. And that tells you more reason why we couldn't lay our hands on any video during the course of Mohbad's death, even during the time he was embalmed, during the time we have about 100 people in the house, everything that happened in the scenario where this guy dead, we haven't seen a single video. And it is unlike Wunmi. Wunmi have detailed videos of everything that happened in Mohbad's life. Why do we now see the last moments of Mohbad outside. Am I talking?
Yeah, man. You actually did it. Yeah, you really passed. You passed that. You passed that.
Thank you.
Very good one. I'm really impressed on that. All right, still on the Devil's Advocate game that we're playing right here. Okay, everybody be asking, is that really Bossman talking? Which Bossman is this one? It's the same Bossman. We're actually playing the role of a Devil's Advocate, and Mommy Imole really did awesomely well. She did very brilliant well today. Stay here, don't go anywhere, Mommy Mole. Love me more. Regarding to this, still on this same topic, do you have one or two things to say? Love me more. Are you there? Or we need to move forward? Love me more. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, good evening, everyone.
Hi.
Yes, I think I was just listening, and the question you asked, with my own opinion, I would say that Black Widow, I call her Black Widow, that she's not looking for justice. In the sense, my own perspective would be as a mother, as a wife, as a sister, as a friend, whichever angle you want to look at it. Because if she's actually looking for justice, when you lost your brother, your husband, your partner, your boyfriend, there are ways you go about it. Your head will go nuts. But this lady, what did she do? She went to IG, to the blog. They have taken away the nigger. Calling your boyfriend, your husband, the nigger. What a name.
That's how she called him.
Yeah.
That's how she called. That's how she rolled. It's like a pet name.
Whatever how she rose.
He has always been calling him a nigger all this while. He was okay with it.
Okay. So what
happening there? That is disrespectful.
Even then, if you listen to all her voice notes, she has never said with her full chest, she has never called that man, that boy, my husband, my love. And if you look at all the videos we'll be seeing, you could see that the love was just one-sided. The guy loved this girl with every bit of his life, you know, and you cannot tell me she's looking for justice, because you could see that all what she's been doing is trial and error. Initially, she said it was ear infection. You cannot be looking for justice with ear infection, because even if you are not a medically sound person, ear infection cannot kill somebody. After that, she said it's a Primeboy. Okay, if they were fighting at that place, you know how women act. And of course, she's a street girl. She will bust everything there. There will be a video like Mama Imole said. Nothing like that has ever happened. Okay, you went to the coroner. You didn't display nothing as if you're seeking for justice. Not even pretend. There was no pretense. It was obvious, even at the burial ground. So for me, with due respect, I'm sorry.
About the burial ground, you're talking about the court. What do you explain?
No, I'm just giving you instances, the little bit that I have been picking.
Okay.
I have been picking from her that this woman, you know, she's not looking for justice. And I feel the reason is because if she actually comes out to look for justice, she will actually shoot herself with a nail. And she knows. She came out. She said, I know so much, but I cannot talk. What she would have done if she was looking for justice, like she took Falana to be her lawyer, is to tell Falana, this, but you have to protect me if she's looking for justice. And from what Karima said, from her outburst, it was not even her that knew Falana. It was Mohbad that knew Falana. So she went under Falana to pretend. For me, I don't really think she's looking for justice. There's a lot of things that she knows that she's not telling us, because she knows and she says she knows. You could see all her outbursts. She's accusing one person, and if her accusation did not go down well, she picked someone else. She's not been straightforward. I don't know if you did watch Berekete, that woman that was looking for justice for her son. You see how she was out. You see how she, will I call it display from the police station? If this lady was looking for justice, when her father-in-law took these cops to the police station, she ought not to be in the car. She'll be the first person going there. Baba, don't worry, I'll make this report. Baba, they've given me hospital reports. We got it. Here it is. Baba, she'll be in the forefront. then Baba will just be giving her direction. She'll be the one that will be, because she calls herself Aloba. I'm sorry, she's not.
Of course, because she's married. So you don't want, when you call that,
she's traditionally married.
Of course, she's married.
She's customary marriage.
She's married.
With no certificate.
She is Mrs. Aloba.
With no certificate. With no certificate, which can be dissolved anytime. That marriage no get water. That is where she in fact, she didn't know. No. If she knew her game will go this way, she will not even. I mean, point of correction, she did not open the inquest. I think it's the public when Mohbad was exhumed. That led to the inquest.
How the public opened the inquest? When it is it was Sanfalano that got the inquest.
Have you forgotten that initially, Sanfalano was for the Alobas, for the family, not for Wunmi. He was for the family, for the Alobas. And who is the Aloba? Baba Mohbad.
So
Sanfalano was originally for the Alobas.
Wunmi is not an Aloba right now. Is that what you're telling me now?
Who is the head of the Aloba?
Yeah, of course.
Who is the Olori Ebi of Aloba?
Yes, Mr. Joseph. Yes.
Exactly.
Who hired the son? That is the question.
Wunmi hires the son. Because the son talk. No, initially I'm sure.
Wunmi hired Sanfalano. Not Aloba.
I think no. Listen. Initially, when the Falana came out, they were representing the Alobas. They were not calling Wunmi. Initially,
who seek for their support or who hired them? At least somebody must have gone to them before they came.
Yes, that was.
Then who did that? Who went to Sanfalano?
I think that was the initial thing. I think
Sanfalano looking for justice for her husband. She went to Falano that Falano should come and have some family. And when Falano came, Falano was supposed to represent the Alobas family. It was Baba that chose not to be part of it. Falano was supposed to be part of the Alobas family, but Baba Mohbad went ahead and get his own separate lawyer. That is why the lawyer that I came up with the inquest. You want to debate that? Is anyone want to debate that? It was the lawyer that Wunmi got that got the inquest. And the father was supposed to represent the entire family of Aloba. But Baba decided not to work with Falano. I do not know why. He chose not to work with Falano. Maybe you need to ask Mr. Joseph why he doesn't want to work with Falano. Are you guys giving up?
Why would Baba work with Falano? When Mohbad died, did Wunmi, who hired Falano, call Baba first to tell him about the demise of his son?
Of course, what do you expect a lady over 24 years old to do? She lost her husband, her partner. She lost her.
What she did by telling Baba to go back, that the son is ill and acting, is that the next thing?
She put a call to Mama Mohbad. She put a call, and
when Baba got there, what did she ask Baba to go and do? A 24-year-old lady, what did she ask, a request, or what did she ask Baba to go and do with the death of the son? Is that what is supposed to come out from a 24-year-old girl's mouth? Bossman?
I'm with you. Sorry about that. I'm with you.
I'm asking that a 24-year-old girl who lost her husband, and when the father came, the father that was not invited, but eventually came into the scene, is it right for a 24-year-old to ask the Baba to go and do the traditional rites on the death of the son? Is that right from a 24-year-old, a good housewife or a good wife?
I don't know. I don't not understand what you want me to say regarding to that.
You are
That's a very
claiming
good one. No. That's a very good one. That's a very good one. You beat me to that, though.
Thank you.
That's a very good one, man. That's a good one. Everyone been asking, whose boss man is this? We're actually just playing the Devil's Advocate. That's the game that we are playing right here. Devil's Advocate, and that's what we're doing. So it is what it is. So I know everyone has been pissed off because of the way I'm asking questions, right? If you're pissed off, can you say tap on the comment section? Let me see what you're saying. Are you pissed with the way I'm asking questions? People are like, don't misquote me anywhere. Don't go and drag me anywhere. We're just playing Devil's Advocate. Are you guys there? Is it annoying or you want us to continue?
You have to be explaining yourself
annoyed or you want
every minute so people will understand you, please. If not, this black car is not easy. Once you are recorded, they change all the narratives.
Yeah, I do not want people to
continue.
I just do not want people to misquote me. All right, I also take it out of context. And that we're just playing the Devil's Advocate. I know I can actually crack you guys. I can actually do things of ask more questions to get you really angry, but I just want to go overboard. Do you want us to continue with this Devil's Advocate, or you want us to just forget about it? Because I know some people might be really shocked in the comment section.
Please don't continue. Please discontinue it and let's just talk straight, please. Because I know most people don't understand what is going on. And the way they will term it in other platforms, you now find it funny.
That's
so please,
that's why I want to post. That's why I decided to post, because I could sense it. I could sense it. I can sense that. I was just playing the Devil's Advocate, though. Just want to know how well you guys can defend, how well you know about the justice for Mohbad. And when you did a great job, I do clap for that. You guys actually did a great job, and that's just the way it is. And I didn't want to be quoted. I don't want to be quoted in it. Wrong way, and I know a lot of people are really pissed. My hair carry oil. Are you also pissed?
Yeah. No, I know we are playing the game.
You know you're playing the game, so you're okay with it. Naimoli.
No, I'm okay.
What about you? What do you think about it? Mommy Mole said no, we shouldn't go further. So
I know what we had yesterday, so I know how you fought yesterday, so you can't be saying something else today. So
yeah. So anyway, it is we're just playing the role of a Devil's Advocate. So let's just stop right there. So it's not good. People are not going to misinterpret that and say, who is talking here and all that. All right. So let's stop that. I've been seeing a lot of negative comment there. Okay, let's stop. It's just a Devil's Advocate, and that's exactly what we were just playing. Anyway, we're going to end that advocate. So let's talk about Mohbad. Let's change the topic about that. Now, they're saying something. Now, I'm back to your team now. I'm with your team, so I'm going to give a topic. We're going to share your view about it.
Sorry, point of correction, bossman. You said now I'm back to our team. Now you.
Before, I was playing the Devil's Advocate role. Hello. Naimoli, before I was playing the Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, you're no more in the Devil's Advocate.
Sorry, guys, I'll just listen because I'm busy right now.
All right.
Very busy. All right.
Yeah. So before, I was playing the Devil's Advocate. Now, this is the boss man now. Because people were like, they were hearing my voice and they were like, who is this guy talking here? That sounds like boss man, but this is boss man anyway. So now, people are saying, there's a lot of stories saying that about the CCTV camera, and then they're talking about okay, before the CCTV camera, let's talk about the fight with Mohbad. Let's talk about the fight with Mohbad. Do you guys believe that if Mohbad actually punched through the window of the SUV, is it possible for him to injure exactly below his elbow? If you want to do the practical of that, punching through the SUV, is it possible for you to get that injury below his elbow? Is it possible, yes or no? We can practicalize that. Whoever that want to talk, you're free to unmute your mic and have a conversation of that.
Please ask again. I didn't get it. I was distracted.
They according to their narrative, they say,
sorry, I have to pick a call. I have a call. Sorry.
Before you want to punch something, right, you need to fist
right? So if you're fisting, that's where the strength lies on your fingers, the fingers that you fisted. So as you punch it through the window, first you must have wounds on your fist. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you can't say Mohbad punched the window and nothing happens to his fingers and then came to his elbows. It doesn't make sense to me.
Exactly. I do not know why Mohbad punched through the window, and then when he punched through the window, there was no injury on the around his fist. Only he has having a cut below below his elbow. Everyone's auntie, you're welcome again.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good to see you today.
Right, so my contribution is that the cars that are made in the last maybe 10, 15 years or more, when glasses break, they don't break like when you hit a mirror and it will break with sharp edges. The glasses, first of all, will shatter and they won't even fall immediately. And then gradually they'll fall into very small cubes, pieces.
Yeah,
So there's no way. So there's no way that Mohbad could have. It's even impossible with one punch anyway. You probably need a hammer to even hit it as hard to shatter shatter those glass. So for me, that injury on Mohbad's wrist was a defensive act of defending himself. So it's like it was a position where someone is about to hit you and you raise your arms to protect yourself. And that's where that injury must have come from. Because if it wasn't, then it would have been his fist. But since we now eliminate the possibility of the windscreen having sharp edges, the car is totally not part of that scenario, that script.
So you believe that that's actually scripted, right?
Oh, sure, of course it was. Because if it wasn't, the driver would have been one of the first people to come out to speak. And if it wasn't, Spending said he was in the car carrying Liam. So they would have been injured as well.
Exactly. Naima, you want to say something?
Yeah, I agree with everyone's answer. She's right about that, because I actually still said that if indeed Mohbad did that punch, he would have even had a long scratch or wound, not just that small wound at the forearm. And if you go look at some of Mohbad's old picture, there was someone who made an analysis about it that Mohbad already had that cut, something like that, before, even on the day of the show where he was standing behind the car, folded his arm, you will see that cut already before the show. So before the events on Sunday, so that wasn't really it. So I think maybe something might have happened to Mohbad, but they just had to use that wound as a sign that was what caused his death. So it's obvious there's something else around. Maybe there was a stab indeed that happened. They're giving us a message if we look deep into it.
So do you actually believe that there was a fight in the house of Mohbad back then?
Oh, it was stated by the brother of Mohbad also that there was a fight. Aside that, some persons even testified, I think Spending also, that while they were going back home, they had serious fights. And we should not forget, Primeboy wasn't in the car anymore, going back home. So it was between her and Mohbad. And even the brother still stated that the two couples were still fighting in the house for hours. She also said that he wanted to lap Pio, and she did not agree, blah 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 blah. Someone asked that question: if his hand was bleeding, would he still be thinking of lap Pio at that moment? Well, sometimes some men might like to do that while they're in pain. But then she would have stated that his hand was still bleeding and all that. But let's not rule out that it was stated that they had a fight for long hours. So asking me if I believe in the testimony that was shared by the people in the house. So who am I to debunk it? So, there's a lot around there.
Of course, because I keep telling people that according to me, what I believe is that because I do not know why the police did not do their job, because they are the one that actually make us to be where we are today, because they failed to do their due diligence, in the sense that when they heard that Mohbad died, and when they went to the house, what are the things? And they went to pick up the syringes and all stuff like that. The house was supposed to be sealed. They refused to seal the house. It's been 10 months now. They've not done proper forensic at the house of Mohbad, to the vehicle that the SUV that took Mohbad back home. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised that even the vehicle is not even in the as of today. Don't be surprised that the vehicle is not even at the police custody. They would have given the vehicle back to the owner. And that vehicle is supposed to be an exhibit. Am I right or wrong, everyone's auntie?
Eh?
That the SUV that Mohbad hired to take Mohbad back home supposed to be an exhibit. But if you ask the police right now, you'd be surprised that the SUV might not be at the police custody right now, because they will have given the car back to the owner.
From the jump, the police's intention was never to, investigate this case. Mohbad was supposed to be just buried and be forgotten. So there was no plan to even try to investigate because of the people, the powers that be. So he was never ever. If Baba didn't get there, trust me, they would have buried Mohbad and probably come up with some kind of story that he was abducted or something happened, and Mohbad would just be in a shallow grave somewhere, and that's it. So they now had to come up and start cooking the story. They brought in the script writers. The failed script writers came, did their bit, and failed. And that's why we're here.
Yeah, that's why I keep asking them that the time during the preliminary, when they were giving the preliminary statement and the police were showing that was on an S-ray, the picture of Mohbad and all stuff like that. They should have shown the picture to the camera, which they did not do that. They only told the people there to pass the picture around. I was asking them, do you guys have can you show us the vehicle? Show us the vehicle. You said Mohbad punched the glass of the vehicle. Till date, they have not shown us, the public. That's why we say that if you want transparency and accountability on these regards, the police have not been transparent at all. At all. It's 0%. And I've always been calling them out because they've not done nothing. So that is why we have the right to be saying that because of all this, the body language of the police is like they're trying to cover for somebody. That's exactly what is going on right now. They're trying to frustrate the masses. They're trying to frustrate this justice for Mohbad because they are not doing their job. As of today, they're supposed to have done proper, like I said, there's another route of beating the getting proper evidence for transparency and accountability on this justice for Mohbad. If truly the police and the government, the state government is actually looking for justice for Mohbad, they should have done a proper phone forensic. With proper phone forensic, we might not even need this coroner inquest, because proper phone forensic through the phones, we don't need their phones. We just need the data and go through the communication tower. You will get all this thing out. Of course, they called each other. What time did they call the lawyer of Mohbad when he got to the house? What time did the lawyer of Mohbad get to the house? Somebody must.
Like I said, this was a short thing. Wunmi would have, because the Wunmi was in the house with him, and Wunmi has contacts with all of those people. So if there's any one person who would make that contact, it's Wunmi. She would have made all of those calls, because it won't be Abdurrah. Abdurrah probably wouldn't have most of their phone numbers, and so it would be between Wunmi and Darosha, who was Mohbad's PA. So obviously he would have access to a lot of Mohbad's contacts. So between the two of them, they were the master planners who contacted all of those people who were present when Baba got to the house. So the lawyer was there, and I strongly believe, because with the way the whole process has been going, and with Wunmi refusing or delaying to do the DNA, I strongly believe that they did use Mohbad's fingerprints on a will. And if the public hadn't spoken up, that will would have been used. 100%. But that will suddenly died out, and they denied and debunked it because the public called them out. Because they tested the waters. That's what they did. And they floated this idea of Mohbad's, thumbprinting. And then when everyone started talking, I made a video about it, that how can someone who's a lyricist, who writes his own songs, when he was signing his contract with Naira Marley, he signed his signature. And you could see that Mohbad loves his signature. And there were so many other places where I've seen him use his signature. And then suddenly his thumbprint is on a will. Hello? So you could see that's why the lawyer was there.
So
But
the
thank
lawyer...
God they did.
Go ahead. Go ahead, please. So that means the lawyer can actually be sued can be sued to explain what he was doing there at that period of time. Am I right?
I feel that Baba also needs to sue the lawyer for negligence because he's hired by Mohbad. How can the person who hired you to represent him be dead lying in his house and you didn't call whoever, you didn't call his family? Because first and foremost, Wunmi would probably be his next of kin. After that, it would probably be Baba. And you who are his lawyer, you owe Mohbad a duty of care.
Exactly. Including the wife as well.
Yeah, he owed Mohbad a duty of care. So, and then he should have been the one, even being a part of the funeral arrangement group. He should have been part of that. As a lawyer, immediately, he would have been the one advising Baba on what to do, you know, telling him what he needs to do to go to the police station. And if Baba couldn't get the death certificate, as a lawyer, he could have gone to the police station. He could have gone to the police station to ask them why are they being refused the a report for them to put Mohbad in the mortuary. But clearly, that wasn't their intention. They wanted to get rid of Mohbad ASAP. And that's why the money came, to bury him. So it was planned. They had a plan to eliminate Mohbad, but the day it happened with Wunmi wasn't the day. What happened with Wunmi was rage. It was a crime of passion. That's what happened right there.
So do you believe he was murdered or he died?
He's dead, isn't he? So clearly he was murdered. He wasn't sick. Someone killed him.
So do you believe somebody come to the house to do that, or it was through something else?
I would say no until Wunmi says so, because she was in the bedroom with him. So I am sticking on no. No one came into their home to kill him unless Wunmi says otherwise.
Yeah, we've been hearing some people different.
I agree with you. Everyone's answering with that part. Let me just add to this your submission in that part that even Adura stated it that they had a fight. Adura didn't say some persons came in again or some strangers entered the house. He still stated that there was a fight and there was a loud bang in the room, like from upstairs. They heard a scream and silence. He took the phone upstairs to give Mohbad his phone that someone was calling. But what happened after? She was one that received the phone. She collected the phone, not that Mohbad stood up to collect the phone. So we should stop with all those different narratives of 3 strangers came in. It's a lie. So that by the time they will ask who, they will say they don't know the 3 strangers, then the case will die. It's a lie.
Where does the name of the 3 strangers came to the house? Where does that come from, if I may ask? Where did that come from?
Because they are streets, I don't know. I really don't know. But me, I don't buy that story. I don't know. As long as it wasn't testified.
You also, what's your own take? What's your take on the Obemakeje? There's a different version story that I've heard. Do you also agree? Do you believe in that story of Obemakeje?
It's not Obemakeje, like I stated, and like everyone's answer said, I agree with her. It was based on love, passion, let's say passionate, anger, rage. It was a mistake. It could have happened, but there's no evidence yet out there. But let's not forget, he died in the house. It was not about Obemakeje or anything. And even the same person they said used it, said he never used any knife on him. So I don't want to continue with the narrative. There's actually a basic fact and truth that there was a fight in the house by Mohbad's brother. Why we not do it? We should stick to that story. That's the story I'm sticking with. The last fight, the last scream, and when he wanted to give phone to Mohbad, Mohbad wasn't the one that picked up the phone. The lady in question collected the phone, and his other word was, if anyone says that they saw Mohbad anything after 12 alive, that person is lying. That word, in a way, Adura has vindicated himself. He has confessed, and I don't know why they're not working with his testimony. I don't know why.
Yeah, so because a lot of people coming up with a story that Obemakeje thing, and I don't buy that story. Everyone's Do you also buy? Are you also in the notion of believing that there's a stain of Obemakeje?
No, they came up with several scripts, okay? And with the failure of one script, they tried another one. Because they tried to rope Primeboy in so many ways, but they failed because they couldn't prove anything. So that was just another failed script, from the ear infection to the Prado to...
If you notice, the Obama Kwenja is no more being in trend. If you all remember the night this lady shared a cry out that, please come, Modi, after my childhood, they want to kill me in the dark. That same day, or before that day, I already saw Primeboy's wall. You understand? Because I saw a blogger, they carried it, that Primeboy petitioned her. That she keeps saying things, towards her and all that. And he was warning her in that petition. Later that evening, she released that cry out in the dark. And so many bloggers shared that her own, never shared the Primeboy's own, in order to cover up truth. She's good at it. When you speak truth, she's going to come out with some kind of drama. And, the people, the bloggers, they pay, they go out and post it out there to keep the truth off. Since then, she hadn't talked about Primeboy. She hadn't been able to say Primeboy is the killer. So you see, there's a lot about that girl that is quite questionable.
Do you know that in the CTC, I'm trying to look for the page. During the interrogation of cross-examination of the Jibami, I was just going to till I find it. I'm going to read it out. But let me just narrate what happened. Okay, so let me look at let me read on the page 42. I don't know. I just saw something right. I don't know who they were talking to here. So they asked that question: who hired the ambulance? And the answer says Darusha, one of his PA. I guess that's his brother Mohbad. Yes. And then they ask again: who confirmed to you that the body you were seeing on the ground was lifeless or dead? And the answer is: I met a lot of people there, and the ambulance driver, who was a doctor, tested him in my presence and said he was dead. I was not the one who called the ambulance. That's about Baba Mohbad's statement. Excuse me.
I haven't read the CTC personally, so I'm a bit mindful to make comments on the CTC, because sometimes it's a bit confusing. You're not sure who is speaking at what time, so I'm mindful not to give an opinion, because from what Bossman has just read, it's confusing. Because does that mean that when Baba got to the house, there was already an ambulance there? So I don't know. That's a tricky one to answer. Anyway, we can keep talking while Bossman is on his phone call. Nehi,
Yes, ma'am.
is he back? Oh, he's back.
No, he's not back yet. You can speak up.
Oh, okay. So the whole platforms today, almost every platform but this that I've been to today, all of them are really upset about Baba's appearance yesterday.
Why are they angry with Baba's appearance, please?
Well, people are saying that Baba shouldn't have reacted the way he did. He shouldn't have responded the way he did to and his utterances towards African TV. So there's one set of people who are saying that Baba is only human, and there's so much any one person can take. So he felt like he had to respond, because African TV apparently had been saying a lot of negative things about Baba, and Baba felt like Baba responded yesterday. But people I think are kind of feeling sorry for African TV, because he's been really kicked to the curb. And so people are saying, well, Baba shouldn't have done this, Baba shouldn't have done that. But for me, I'm saying that if Baba speaks, he's damned. And if he doesn't speak, he is also damned. So what version of Baba do people want? You know, and people are saying, no, because, you know, Baba is supported by the public, and the public are the ones giving him funding and blah, blah, blah. And for that reason, Baba should be mute and he shouldn't say anything regardless of what people throw at him. And I'm saying, but that's not being human. That's not being human.
Yeah. Okay, to buttress, for me, I just feel that those people that you must have listened to are the people who have been, how do I describe them? They have been the people giving us headache in this justice for Mohbad, under my own observation, right? And if you look at it, they have been dragging this man for too long, trying to associate themselves with him. And I don't think Baba signed African TV, you know, to go do any concert. There's a case ongoing. They're trying to seek justice for Mohbad. You're already thinking of doing a concert. Concert for what? And I'm sure the Baba is trying to disassociate himself. There was one day I was on a platform and I told some people that you all are complaining Baba is no more associating with some set of people. Those are the people Baba has blocked. I said, you would never know when that man will go under an account. I said, if I'm Baba, I will go under a different account. You would not know. I will be visiting platforms to know those who truly care or who truly are in for justice. And I said, it's possible that the man, because sometimes when we are talking, there are some people that will say, Baba just passed, or Baba has joined life. When you check, he's no more there. You will not know. He might have listened to when they were cussing out at him, saying all human thing, you know, assassinating his character, and the man is tired. It's about it that he tells them and calls their bluff off. The daughter-in-law that is expecting to speak truth is not doing one. The supposed wife, she's not doing. The supposed son is not doing. The supposed brother-in-law, Darusha, is not doing anything. They are making the whole thing stressful for him. Then you, that you're not even related in any way, I don't know, but at least mind your business. If he says he doesn't want you, or if he's not responding to you, leave him and move on. You don't really need to be there. You have to stop frustrating the man the more. He has a lot already in his book. Me, I'm fine with what he said. I wish he said I wasn't live. I didn't listen to his live properly, but if he indeed gave it to them, I'm happy he did. It's about time he flocks them properly with words. They deserve it. They deserve it. They are toxic.
I listened a bit yesterday, but I couldn't. There was so much being said in Yoruba, and a lot of things are just flying off the top of over my head, so I couldn't really get the crux of what he was saying. But I could see that Baba was incensed from his, you know, his appearance and the way, you know, the way he was speaking. So I knew that he was upset about something, but I didn't get the gist of everything that he was saying because he said a lot of things in Yoruba. But I would just say to African TV, listen, you try to cut a business deal that didn't work out. You know, just cut your losses and let it go. You know, and so that you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thanks to everyone. And Madam Tony, thank you, the host. Your apologies we talk on camera anyway. I appreciate individual contributions, and our line of thought has been fantastic. We do need to give recognition to who is not to be recognized. Mr. African TV is someone that has lost relevance and has lost his voice in this justice for Mohbad. There are a lot I can say concerning this matter from beginning to the end, but time will not permit and the mood is not really helping. First and foremost, one thing I want everybody to know, and to those who are deceiving themselves, or to those who are expecting the sleep of a crab, they are just watching in vain. What I'm trying to say is that for anyone who think or is advising or is expecting that Baba will apologize for what he said yesterday, that person is half dead because he has lost his senses. He has lost every bit of sense in his system. And that person is half dead. Baba is not apologizing and we don't apologize. Some people think this Baba does not have a brain or he doesn't have a mind of himself. Before Baba could come out to say something, someone who will come out on his platform once in 15 days, fortnightly, twice a month. Do you think he doesn't think and he doesn't know what he was going to say? He will always think, he will always know, and he will always say what is expected and what is needed. People don't know what damage or what negative impact that African TV assertion and the way people have been trying to malign Baba on African TV. African TV is not the only one that has been calling Baba out. But because he has fraudulently manipulated a document for this Baba, it's a call for concern for those who can reason very well. It's not just insulting, it's criminal. It's very, very criminal. Highly, as in, it pains the man to the bone marrow. Look, let me say this. Baba has never been, I'm sorry to say, Baba has never been so harsh, as in, so aggressively harsh at me, except one day. That day, when Baba was coming out of Alago, we were coming out. And immediately, I think African TV has been trying to call Baba. Maybe the phone was not going through or thereabout. He now called immediately we came out. I picked and I said, hello, sir. Baba, we are out, no problem. Let me give the phone to Baba. Immediately I tried giving the phone to Baba. Baba asked, who is calling? I said, African TV. The way he responded, I knew, man, it is shated. You know that the most sensitive insult and the most brutal embarrassment this man is receiving was tagged to African TV. And some people still think that Baba is still having an agreement. Baba is having agreement with African TV. If Baba did not speak yesterday, he will still speak one day. He has said his mind and he has moved on. He has moved on. If there is need for him to say it again, the Baba I know will still say it. But for him to retract what he said, or to say, I am sorry for what I said, or I never meant what I said, it's a dream. It's a dream for those who are deceiving themselves. It will never happen. It will never, and will never happen. Baba has made this point. Maybe those who are trying to defend African TV or say, even the Paparianos senselessness, the Lady Nijawayas, and all those things are not that touching. Those ones, they can just grab on TikTok and blah, 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 blah. And it goes. What African TV did was when this man needed an helper, this man was grounded. Baba was helpless. He needed somebody who is one, a local carpenter. Not just a carpenter, a local carpenter who could not read or write as a then. And he needed someone to help. African TV probably understood the gravity or understood the capacity of that man, of that case. And he knew, everybody knew that.
Bùrst, please, are you using your pod, please?
Yeah, I'm using your pod.
I think people are not hearing it clearly. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm sorry.